Don't worry, they're all not gonna die this time. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, the ending to the original scenario is pretty much universally hated. And yeah, I can see why, since everybody got cucked in the end. I'm not gonna try to justify that ending, as I did it since it seemed to work at the time, and I just didn't like the direction the story was heading, so I decided to finish it off pretty quickly. I honestly think it was just because I didn't want to write a super storyline again, since I was getting burnt out by how much I hate writing the Universe 6 tournament. But, to make sure that doesn't happen this time, we're going to be ignoring Super completely, and heading into GT instead. If you guys managed to check out the last GT edition I did, we continued that scenario after the events of Super in that timeline. But here, we're just gonna pretend that Super doesn't exist, and head around 15 years after the Boo arc for the Baby arc. Yeah, huge time jump. If you guys missed out on this old series of mine, make sure to click the link up above to go ahead and check it out. Audio quality is literally trash, but hey, it was a super early series of mine that I did, so sorry. Before we begin, I'd like to give a gigantic shout out to all of my amazing patrons helping to support me and help build the channel back up, as it really helps keep this channel going. With all that out of the way, let's conclude this series in a way that won't make everybody wanna kill me. Now remember, nothing in Super exists here. No Beerus, no Whis, no Zamasu, no Zeno, nothing. Straight up post DBZ into DBGT. Things have been going nice for Z fighters after the events of the Boo saga, with Majin Buu becoming allied to all, and having a lot of fun fighting out with the others. With Boo's help, Raditz has managed to push his body past his limit, and achieved a Super Saiyan 3 transformation, which is peak performance in his eyes. Since it's been 15 years too, he managed to stack Kaioken on this form, basically making him uber powerful. Goku has no need for the Super Saiyan transformation anymore with his ultimate form, and just trains with Raditz and Boo in this form. He does keep evolving the Kaioken to stack Bell's ultimate, and is above both Raditz and Boo in terms of power. Android Gohan has grown up to master Super Saiyan 2, and he's old enough now to hit it off with the ladies. He most likely would still meet Videl as she was drawn to him for his weirdness anyway, and they would have Pan. Vegeta and Bulma would have bras usual too, and while Nappa and Raditz would feel sad about not having kids of their own, they're still cool with playing with the other kids. Life has gone off pretty well without a care in the world, and technically, the start of DBGT isn't even going to happen. For starters, the Black Star Dragon Balls wouldn't exist in this world anymore. The only reason they were still around in GT was because of Piccolo still being alive. But with Piccolo never existing here, and Kami being dead for decades, the Black Star Dragon Balls don't exist. So, Pilaf and the gang can never go and find them and wish for Goku to be a kid again. Thank God. Without the beginning of GT happening, there's no need to go on a grand tour, and things on Earth just continue as they have. Without Goku and the gang to mess up Mew's plans, Baby would probably take a little longer than normal to grow up. But once he does, he kills Mew and searches the galaxy to find any remnants of the Saiyans. His search leads him to Earth, and just like in GT, he begins to possess countless people's bodies and overtake the Saiyans. He fights with Goten as originally, takes his body, and goes to find the next strongest Saiyans. Vegeta and Nappa are pretty weak all things considered, as they haven't really been training with Boo, so Trunks is taken over, and the two fight with Vegeta and Nappa to quickly take over their bodies. Baby Vegeta and the others then show up to the Sun household to take them over as well, and the fight begins. Raditz and Goku fight them off cautiously, as they have no idea why their friends are attacking them, and since they're holding back, they manage to get cut and have Baby infiltrate their bodies as well. That's right, we now have a Baby Goku. Baby Nappa and Trunks burst into Gohan's house as well to take him over, and with Baby Gohan and Goku under his control, Baby has defeated the Saiyans and can now take over the world. Now I bet you guys are saying, "But Damon, I thought you said everybody was gonna live! Why did they all still lose to Baby?" Well, they didn't all lose. If you watch GT, you know that Boo was immune to Baby's possession, making him the last remaining Z fighter. Boo tries his best to save his friends, but when he has a Mystic Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Android Gohan going against him, the odds aren't really in his favor. Boo can't do anything now, and all hope seems lost. Until he absolutely loses it. Boo can't handle the fact that his best friends are now gone and overtaken by some parasite, basically dead, and he explodes in rage, making all of the evil leave his body, creating Evil Boo. Baby Goku is weirded out by what he just saw, and is even more confused once the good and evil Boos start fighting each other. Evil Boo is still evil and wants to go after his good half, though, unlike in the original DBZ, Good Boo is the stronger one here. Good Boo spent a longer time as a good guy, and has harnessed all of his powers to the best of his ability, enough where the evil inside himself has been getting weaker and weaker over time, meaning his evil half is extremely weak, as Boo's left that part of himself behind. Baby Goku enjoys the show, and sees Boo beat the crap out of Boo. The good Boo then decides to turn his evil self into candy and eat him to prove a lesson. What surprises Baby Goku now, though, is that this transforms Boo into Super Boo. Since Good Boo won here, this is a good Super Boo, who has just had a massive power-up. Boo flexes by easily knocking Baby Gohan away, and laughs that with this power, Baby doesn't stand a chance. Baby Goku says that they'll see about that, and the two battle it out. Boo's massive superpower boost is enough to put him above the Mystic Baby Goku, and since Goku doesn't use Super Saiyan transformations anymore, Baby can't really mutate any further than he is at right now, leaving him pretty helpless against Boo's wacky powers and abilities. It doesn't really go well for Boo once the other Saiyans try to fight him as well, but he then decides to try something that he hopes will work. Boo absorbs Goku, changing himself once more, and even though Baby has taken over Goku's body, he is trapped inside of it now with Boo in control. With the inside of Majin Buu's body being one of magic as well, it is able to neutralize Baby and remove him from Goku's body. Yeah, remember how we thought that the weird air inside of Boo undid Vegito? Well here, that weird air is actually going to come in handy and do something by freeing Baby's slaves. Boo realized that absorbing Goku got rid of the part of Baby within him, and decides that's the best course of action for freeing everybody else now. The others try and take Boo down before he can do that, but with the Mystic Goku absorbed now, Boo is more than powerful enough to deal with them, and absorbs everybody to stop Baby. Baby jumps out of his new host Gohan to escape Boo, and once Boo sees this, he vaporizes Baby, ending his reign for good. At this point, the Supreme Kai has gone around freeing everybody with the sacred water, and Boo spits out everybody he absorbed. Goku and the others thank Boo for saving them, and ask why he looks so different. Boo explains to battle his evil half, and that with his new super body of his, he feels great. And he finally managed to truly get rid of the evil part in his body after all this time. And he's glad he could use that new power to save everybody from Baby. The Earth won't explode this time either, as Baby never got a chance to use the Black Star Dragon Ball since they don't exist, meaning all is well for Earth here and it's not going to be destroyed. Shin and Boo finally work things out, as the two technically work together to save everybody, and with the evil inside of Boo gone for good, Shin doesn't have to worry about him lashing out ever again, and the two make up. Hey everybody, sorry to interrupt the video, but guess what? I'm moving up in the world of sponsorships. This video is sponsored by Fandomian, who sells some really cool anime and manga merch, and a bunch of other cool merch for some pretty cool prices. If you want to get some cool outfits and a bunch of other stuff for an even lower price, then make sure to click the link in the description down below and put in discount code DAMON for 5% off your order. Again, that's code DAMON for 5% off of your order. Hopefully, you won't regret your purchases. Now let's get back to the video. With the Baby arc finished, Mew is still wandering around in Hell and still comes across Dr. Gero, and just like in GT, they come up with a plan to get out of there. They build Hellfighter 17, link him with the 17 of Earth, and allow a portal from Hell to be created. Goku is lured inside as normal, but he's able to easily deal with Frieza and Cell in Hell much easier, as he is an adult this time, and in his mystic form. It's no contest at all for him. The only thing that's tough now is leaving, but since he trained with Shin for so long before Boo, he managed to learn the Kai Kai. With this ability, he has no problem at all leaving Hell and joining the fight against Super Android 17. While Super Android 17 is indeed powerful, with Goku there joining the fight much faster, he doesn't stand a chance. Gohan here is an android, so much more powerful, Raditz has a Super Saiyan 3 Kaioken, and I just mentioned how powerful the new Super Boo is. Even with no Super Saiyan 4, Super 17 isn't too much for them to handle. Sure, the absorbing Ki Blast is annoying, but if they really need to get rid of him, Goku, Gohan, or Raditz can distract him, while Boo transforms him to candy if need be. No matter what way you take it, Super 17 isn't winning this fight. The worst part about the defeat of Super 17, though, is that the original 17 was killed alongside the Hellfighter one, and since there are no Dragon Balls out there anymore, he can't come back to life. Obviously, this saddens Android 18 and 16, who just lost their brother. They make sure Gero and Mew pay for this though, and 16 sits back to watch as 18 brutally tortures and kills Gero and Mew, finally giving the androids their revenge. Gohan is thankful that Gero didn't have the resources in Hell to make an android version of him, as then they probably would have lost. It's a good thing he's part Saiyan, as Gero wouldn't have been able to replicate a Saiyan/human/android hybrid with only Hell's resources. The day is saved once more, And the next arc, the Shadow Dragons can't take place at all since there are no Dragon Balls, meaning peace can reign for the heroes of this scenario, finally. And they get to live a happy life. With there being really no more threats to threaten our heroes, the Dragon World can now live on in peace, with no threats in this timeline being any more than they can handle. Goku gets to stay here to live out his life with his brother, his sons, and his new best friend, Majin Buu. Sorry, Krillin. Vegeta and Nappa are living a life too, going to like Hot Topic with Bra every day. With that, we can end this scenario with a good ending this time. I know that our heroes in the Super Story couldn't live out the end of their timeline, but I hope you guys will be happy with knowing that in GT, they live out the rest of their lives very happy. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, then make sure to like this video and subscribe. If you do, then I'll make sure to work on some more GT videos in the future. Make sure to comment down which series you want me to make into a GT scenario down below too, as I'd love to see it. Thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet again. See you later! Super Buu Black and Zamasu look over this new timeline in amazement. Zamasu asks Buu how it can be possible that a timeline like this exists with no god of destruction, or Zeno, and how all of the people that he killed before can be alive. Buu Black says he has no idea, and that the time ring just opened a portal to this place. It must have done it for a reason, right? Zamasu also points out the new Super Buu that appeared here after fighting that thing called Baby. Is he stronger than Buu Black is currently? Black tells Zamasu that's impossible, and if he really wants to test it out, then they can go on and kill all the mortals in this timeline too, just like how they did in theirs. Zamasu says he'd love that, and as the two go down to wreak havoc, they sense an immense energy behind them, and Zamasu is suddenly trapped in a time lag, unable to move. Buu Black asks the person in front of him who the hell they think they are, and Toa says she's an actual goddess, unlike the fake god that Zamasu claims to be. Buu Black goes to fire a blast at her to shut her mouth, but his hand is grabbed by Mira and ripped off. Buu Black backs up and regrows his arm, asking who these people are. Toa says that who they are is unimportant, and they were drawn to this reality the same as they were. It seems that someone out there has been manipulating the timelines far greater than they could have expected. So much so that the Supreme Kai of Time has broken the timelines away from each other, so there will be no more interfering. They need the power of the Time Ring, and this version of Zamasu seems to be a very powerful one that they can use to reverse the timelines being broken off. Black has no idea what they're talking about, and says they're not making any sense. This version of Zamasu? The hell does that mean? He says he's not helping them at all, and goes to fight. Toa laughs, saying they thought he would say something like that, and tells Mira to take him. Mira suddenly appears in front of Black, catching him off guard, and he sticks a mask right to his face. Buu Black goes to quickly remove it, but its power surges through him and he screams out in pain as it begins to take control of him. Toa says that they are done here and takes Mira, Zamasu, and her new pet, Buu Black, away from this timeline.